Hey y'all, it's your trucker girl. We're in the book of Titus, and I have a confession to make. I've had to pray in order to read this and try to understand it, which I have not, I've read it before, but I feel like I always read this book with, looking down my nose at it, if you will, because it is the one book in the Bible that legalistic Christians beat you over the head with. And I'm not. Me and this book are not friends, but we're going to be friends. We are. And no matter what that leads to, no matter what understanding I have, and we have at the end of it, we're going to embrace it like every other book. So we're in chapter 1, verse 1 through 4. Ooh, let's get at it. Abba, we thank you for every syllable that you breathe into this book. And we know that some of it, as aforementioned, is the opinions. Like Paul said, this is my opinion, this is not God's opinion. And we know that some of the laws that Moses made was not things that, you gave him carte blanche to make those laws, and he did what he thought was best. But like Jesus said, in the beginning it was not so, but Moses gave them the right to have a divorce, And so we know that some things that are in the book, there is a disclaimer that it might not all the way be lined up with your heart. So help us to know what is. We know it's all good. It's all something that we are to read and understand, and it helps us to learn who you are more every time we read it. And we love that. And it helps us to become better Christians. So help us to understand it and help us to embrace it. And forgive me for not wanting to embrace Titus. I love Paul. I think he's a mighty, and I'm grateful for the work he did. I'm so grateful. He brought your word to the Gentiles. And so I don't want to embrace some of the things that he says, and other things that he says just feel like, ugh, I don't know. I feel like it's the old boys club of it. And